Remember when you could climb stairs without wincing? When getting up from your favorite chair didn't require a 3-second mental preparation? When your body responded to your commands without hesitation or complaint? For many of us over 55, those memories feel increasingly distant. You look in the mirror and wonder where your strength went. Your doctor mentions sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, as if it's an inevitable sentence. Your children or grandchildren offer to carry your groceries and you accept, not because you want to, but because you need to. This slow surrender to weakness isn't just about vanity. It's about your freedom, your independence, your very ability to live life on your terms. I was there too. 3 years ago, at 67, I couldn't lift my grandson without fear of throwing my back out. The muscle deterioration seemed unstoppable. My protein shakes and occasional gym visits weren't cutting it. Then I discovered something that revolutionized everything I thought I knew about building muscle after 60. Something so simple yet powerful that it restored not just my strength, but my confidence. And today, I'm going to share this discovery with you. The fitness industry has been feeding you half-truths. They've convinced you that without animal proteins, especially eggs, your muscles are doomed to waste away. They've sold you expensive supplements with promises of reversing time. Meanwhile, the answer was hiding in plain sight, in tiny powerhouses that cost pennies a day. Seeds. Yes, seeds. Nature's perfect protein packages. But not just any seeds. 5 specific varieties that contain precisely what your aging muscles crave. These aren't exotic plants from remote rainforests. You won't need to mortgage your retirement to afford them. They're available at your local grocery store right now, and they work even when you're 70, 80, or beyond. Today, I'll reveal these 5 muscle-building seeds and exactly how they transform aging bodies. You'll discover why they're superior to eggs for mature muscles, the science behind their effectiveness, and the simple daily ritual that can help you reclaim your strength in weeks, not months or years. But I need to warn you, what you're about to learn might make you angry. Angry that no one told you this sooner. Angry about the money wasted on ineffective supplements. Angry about accepting weakness as inevitable when it wasn't. Let's start with a shocking truth. After 60, your body processes protein differently. The protein in eggs, which younger bodies absorb efficiently, becomes increasingly difficult for aging digestive systems to break down and utilize. Your body simply can't convert egg protein into muscle as effectively anymore. This is why so many seniors faithfully consume their morning eggs, yet continue losing muscle mass year after year. The protein in these 5 seeds, however, comes in forms that mature bodies can actually use. Their unique amino acid profiles match exactly what aging muscles need to repair and grow. And they contain crucial compounds missing from eggs. Compounds that activate dormant muscle-building pathways that become sluggish after decades of life. The first seed in our arsenal targets inflammation, the silent saboteur of muscle growth in aging bodies. As we get older, chronic inflammation makes it nearly impossible to build new muscle tissue. It's like trying to build a house while someone's simultaneously tearing down the foundation. Flax seeds contain powerful lignans and omega-3 fatty acids that dramatically reduce this inflammation. Just 2 tablespoons daily creates the internal environment your muscles need to respond to protein again. I remember Martha, a 72-year-old former teacher who couldn't open jars anymore. Her grip strength had deteriorated so much that kitchen tasks required calling her neighbor for help. After 6 weeks of incorporating flax seeds into her diet, she sent me a video of herself unscrewing a stubborn pickle jar with ease. "I haven't been able to do this in 5 years, she told me, her voice breaking with emotion. But flax seeds are just the beginning. The second seed addresses another age-related barrier to muscle growth: declining testosterone levels. Both men and women experience this decline, and it devastates muscle-building capacity. Pumpkin seeds contain unique zinc compounds and plant sterols that naturally support healthy testosterone production. Unlike synthetic hormone treatments with their dangerous side effects, pumpkin seeds gently coax your body to optimize its own hormone production. Frank, a 68-year-old who had resigned himself to a life of physical limitation, incorporated pumpkin seeds into his daily routine. Within 2 months, his testosterone levels had increased by 17%, within the normal range, but enough to trigger noticeable improvements in his muscle tone and energy levels. My doctor asked if I was taking something he should know about. Frank laughed. I told him, just pumpkin seeds, and he couldn't believe it. The third seed addresses a critical factor in muscle preservation that most experts never mention: cell membrane integrity. As we age, the membranes surrounding our muscle cells become less flexible, hampering nutrient absorption and waste removal. Chia seeds contain unique phospholipids that literally rejuvenate these cell membranes, making them function more like they did in your younger years. When your cell membranes work properly again, every other muscle-building nutrient becomes more effective. Imagine your muscle cells as tiny houses. Over time, the doors and windows become warped and don't open properly. Nutrients can't get in, waste can't get out. Chia seeds essentially repair these doors and windows, allowing your muscle cells to once again receive the building blocks they need while removing the waste products that impede growth. Eleanor, 75, had been an avid hiker until knee pain and muscle weakness forced her to abandon her beloved trails. After incorporating chia seeds into her diet for just 1 month, she noticed something remarkable. Her recovery time after physical activity had shortened dramatically. What once left her sore for days now resolved overnight. 3 months later, she completed a 4-mile hike that would have been unthinkable before. I feel like I've reclaimed a piece of my identity, she told me. The fourth seed might surprise you because it's often overlooked in discussions of protein sources. Sesame seeds contain a unique amino acid profile particularly suited to aging muscles. They're especially rich in methionine and tryptophan, amino acids that become critical for muscle synthesis after 60, but are often difficult for seniors to get in sufficient quantities from other sources. What makes sesame seeds truly remarkable, however, is a compound called sesamin. Research shows that sesamin helps inhibit a process called myostatin production. Myostatin is essentially your body's muscle growth brake pedal. It stops your muscles from developing beyond a certain point. As we age, myostatin levels increase, making muscle growth nearly impossible. Sesame seeds help release this brake, allowing your muscles to respond to exercise and protein intake once again. Robert, a 70-year-old who had been lifting weights consistently for years with minimal results, added sesame seeds to his daily nutrition. Within 3 months, he increased his bench press by 15 pounds, more progress than he'd seen in the previous 3 years combined. It's like someone finally turned on the muscle-building switch again, he said. The fifth and final seed completes this muscle-building matrix by addressing the most overlooked aspect of strength in aging bodies: mitochondrial function. Your mitochondria are tiny power plants within your cells that generate the energy needed for muscle contraction and protein synthesis. By age 70, most people have lost up to 50% of their mitochondrial capacity, leaving muscles starved for energy. Hemp seeds contain rare compounds that actually stimulate mitochondrial biogenesis, the creation of new mitochondria. This is revolutionary for seniors because conventional wisdom holds that mitochondrial loss is irreversible. Yet research now shows that the unique fatty acid profile in hemp seeds, particularly gamma-linolenic acid, can trigger your body to produce new cellular power plants. Imagine trying to power your entire home with half the electricity you used to have. That's what your muscles face as mitochondria decline. Hemp seeds essentially help you install additional power generators, restoring energy production to levels you haven't experienced in years. Diane, 77, had resigned herself to using a walker after a lifetime of independence. After incorporating hemp seeds into her nutrition for 4 months alongside a modest strength training routine, she progressively reduced her dependence on walking aids. First, I went from a walker to a cane, she told me. Now I only use the cane when I'm especially tired. My legs have strength I haven't felt in a decade. Now you might be wondering, how much of these seeds should you consume, and in what form? The optimal approach combines all 5 seeds in specific proportions to maximize their synergistic effects. 2 tablespoons of this seed blend daily provides the amino acids, fatty acids, and bioactive compounds your aging muscles need to reverse years of decline. You can sprinkle them on oatmeal or yogurt, blend them into smoothies, or mix them into soups and salads. For those with dental issues or digestive sensitivities, grinding the seeds improves absorption. The key is consistency. Your muscles need these nutrients daily to stage their comeback. But seeds alone aren't the complete answer. They create the optimal internal environment for muscle growth, but you still need to stimulate those muscles to grow. The good news? You don't need exhausting gym sessions or complicated equipment. Simple resistance movements performed at home, 3 times weekly for just 20 minutes, provide all the stimulus your seed-nourished muscles need. Wall pushes instead of traditional push-ups, chair rises instead of squats, resistance bands instead of weights. These modified exercises respect your joints while challenging your muscles. When combined with the seed protocol, they trigger muscle protein synthesis at rates that will astonish both you and your doctor. I need to address something important: patience. Unlike the flashy promises of miracle supplements, this approach doesn't transform your body overnight. Your muscles didn't weaken in a week, and they won't rebuild that quickly either. Most people notice initial improvements in energy and recovery within 2 weeks. Measurable strength gains typically begin around week 4. Significant visual changes in muscle tone generally appear between months 2 and 3. This timeline frustrates those seeking instant gratification. But remember, we're not making temporary changes here. We're methodically rebuilding your body's fundamental capacity for strength and movement. This is sustainable, progressive improvement that continues for months and years, not a temporary boost that disappears when you stop taking an expensive supplement. Let me tell you about James, who at 83 had accepted that needing help with basic activities was his new normal. His daughter would visit daily to help with tasks requiring strength or balance. 6 months after beginning the seed protocol and basic resistance training, James regained enough strength and stability to care for himself independently again. His daughter still visits, but now it's for companionship, not necessity. "I don't just have my independence back," James told me. "I have my dignity back, and that's something you can't put a price on." Now, let's address the elephant in the room. If this approach is so effective, why isn't it more widely known? Why aren't doctors prescribing seed blends to every patient over 60? The answer is frustratingly simple. There's no money in it. You can purchase a month's supply of these seeds for less than the cost of a single bottle of most senior-targeted supplements. No pharmaceutical company can patent flax seeds or chia seeds. No fitness guru can claim exclusive rights to hemp or pumpkin seeds. The trillion-dollar anti-aging industry has no incentive to promote solutions they cannot monopolize and mark up by 2,000%. Some well-meaning doctors simply haven't kept up with the nutritional research. Medical schools provide shockingly little nutrition education, and few physicians have time to study nutritional approaches to muscle preservation. They're trained to prescribe medications and interventions, not dietary strategies, regardless of how effective those strategies might be. Others in the medical establishment resist this approach because it challenges conventional protein wisdom. For decades, animal proteins like eggs and whey have been positioned as the gold standard for muscle building. Admitting that plant-based proteins might be superior for specific populations would require rewriting nutritional guidelines and recommendations. Institutional change moves at a glacial pace, especially when financial interests oppose it. But the science is becoming impossible to ignore. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Aging Research found that seniors consuming a blend of seeds similar to what I've described experienced twice the strength gains of the control group, consuming an equivalent amount of animal protein. Their inflammatory markers decreased significantly, and their muscle biopsies showed enhanced mitochondrial density. A 2023 follow-up study tracked participants for 18 months and found something even more remarkable. While the control group eventually plateaued in their strength improvements, the seed group continued gaining strength throughout the study period. This suggests that the seed protocol doesn't just provide a temporary boost. It fundamentally changes how aging muscles respond to nutrition and exercise stimuli. I want to be clear about something. This isn't about pushing a vegan or vegetarian agenda. Many of the seniors experiencing the best results with this protocol still consume animal products in other meals. This is about recognizing that for the specific purpose of building and preserving muscle in aging bodies, these 5 seeds provide unique compounds that eggs and other animal proteins simply don't contain in the right forms or proportions. Think about how your nutritional needs have changed throughout your life. The diet that best supported you at 20 wasn't ideal at 40, and what worked at 40 isn't optimal at 60 or 70. Your digestive enzymes have changed, your hormone levels have shifted, your inflammatory responses have evolved. Your nutritional approach must evolve too. Some of you might be concerned about potential digestive issues with seeds. It's a valid concern. Many seniors experience sensitive digestion. Start with small amounts, perhaps 1 teaspoon of each seed, and gradually increase to the full recommended 2 tablespoons of the blend. Grinding the seeds makes them easier to digest and improves nutrient absorption. Adequate hydration, at least 8 glasses of water daily, helps your body process the additional fiber. For those taking blood thinners like warfarin, consult your physician before adding significant amounts of flax seeds to your diet, as their omega-3 content may enhance the medication's effects. This isn't a reason to avoid the protocol entirely. Often, a simple medication adjustment is all that's needed. Let's address another common concern. Isn't it too late for me? I've heard this question from 65-year-olds and 95-year-olds alike. The research is clear and encouraging. Muscle tissue remains responsive to protein synthesis stimuli regardless of age. A study of nursing home residents with an average age of 89 demonstrated significant strength improvements through nutrition and gentle resistance training. Your muscles retain the fundamental ability to grow stronger at any age. The key difference is recovery time. At 70+, your muscles need longer to repair and strengthen after being stimulated. This isn't a limitation, it's simply a parameter to work within. The seed protocol supports this extended recovery process by providing sustained nutrient availability rather than the sharp spikes and drops associated with animal proteins. Now, imagine waking up 6 months from now. You swing your legs out of bed without the usual stiffness. You stand up in one smooth motion, no pushing off the mattress with your hands. You walk to the bathroom with confidence, not caution. You look in the mirror and see definition in your arms that's been absent for years. Your posture is straighter, your movements more assured. Later that day, you carry your own groceries from the car. You open jars without assistance. You play with your grandchildren without fear of injury. You consider travel opportunities you'd previously dismissed as too physically demanding. This isn't fantasy. It's the reality reported by countless seniors who've embraced this protocol. The strength you're reclaiming isn't just about muscle tissue. It's about reclaiming agency in your life. It's about saying no to the narrative that aging means inevitable decline. It's about expanding possibilities rather than accepting contracting horizons. I want you to understand something crucial. The muscle loss you've experienced isn't your fault. You didn't fail at eating right or exercising properly. You were working with incomplete information in a system designed to profit from your continued weakness, not your renewed strength. But now you know better. Now you have the tools to change your trajectory. Start today. Not next week. Not after consulting 10 more sources. Your body has already waited too long for the nutrition it truly needs. Mix these 5 seeds into tomorrow's breakfast. Begin the gentle resistance exercises, even if you can only do 2 repetitions with proper form. Take the first step toward reclaiming the strength that is rightfully yours. Remember, this journey isn't about achieving some idealized physique or impressing others. It's about functional strength that translates to real-world independence. It's about staying in your home longer, needing less assistance, maintaining the freedom to live life on your terms. The choice is yours now. Continue accepting progressive weakness as inevitable, or embrace this evidence-based approach to rebuilding your strength. Your future self, stronger, more capable, more confident, is waiting for the decision you'll make today. If this information has been valuable to you, please help us spread it to others who need it. The conventional wisdom about aging and strength has left too many seniors accepting limitations they could overcome. Share this video with friends facing similar challenges. Subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based approaches to vibrant longevity. And don't miss our next video appearing on your screen now. Click the card and discover the 7-day meal plan that incorporates these muscle-building seeds into delicious, easy-to-prepare meals designed specifically for seniors. Your journey to renewed strength begins today. The only question is, how strong do you want to become?